Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen.
Well, Nick Kelly here wants to open a can of worms that we'll see if, well, I don't know if you and I will be in agreement on this one. How do you feel about older children watching younger programs? We're big believers that we have to keep trying to keep our child moving forward, as autistics tend to be immature as they grow up.
It's kind of interesting. I haven't really thought about this one in that much detail. I think I am okay with it. I think it has to do with the amount of it. Like, I feel like, you know, hey, I'm almost 60 and I'll still go back once in a while and I'll watch like a rom-com that I used to watch when I was 20 or whatever, right? Yeah. My daughter, who's 21, will still occasionally love watching a cartoon, you know? So I think I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't dominate the individual's life and world, because I consider it to be a reinforcer, a reward. And I don't think we define each other's rewards. I don't think we should. Yeah. Because I feel like everybody has a different thing they want and like. Yeah. And if I start to say this reward is okay and that reward is not okay, I'm taking away the power of the reward.
I agree. For me, it comes down to a couple of different things. Exposure. That there's a period of time when kids are younger, when they only know what they know. And so if they love Thomas the Tank, and Thomas the Tank is everything for them, I don't believe in taking that away from them, but I do believe in exposing them to other forms of trains. Yes. And showing them other forms of trains and seeing if you can make that broader. And with some kids that works, and with some kids it doesn't.
Yes, some children it becomes, like Thomas the Tank becomes the obsession. Yep. And that's when I say put it away for a while. Yeah. Because anything that becomes an obsession is going to take you away from all the rest of life. Yeah. Because you're so obsessed with that one thing. Yeah. And unless you can, and that's true of honestly anything, you guys. Like if you know, if you're obsessed with shopping all the time, if you're obsessed with watching TV all the time, whatever it is, right? You need to reduce it to a point where the rest of life can happen. Yeah. And if that, and that's the only issue I have with it.
But I think that, and so, you know, I think that a lot of parents, I mean, I've heard the tale of the parent who, her son was obsessed with Thomas, and so her therapy team said, this Christmas don't give him any Thomas at all. And that the whole Christmas was ruined, and that her Christmas was ruined, his Christmas was ruined, he tantrumed and everything. And I believe in a little kinder, gentler, that, you know, I think you can give one, but I understand, and that we try for exposure to other things. But I think by the time somebody is older, and when you say older, I don't know how old you mean, whether that means 11, 12, or 22. But I know lots of adults on the spectrum and not on the spectrum that are adults that are obsessed with something. Yeah. We laugh hysterically about the fact that when my son was little and watching certain things on TV, he wasn't necessarily really into anything, but my husband got really into the Teletubbies to the point where there was a day when we were trying to get out the door to go to something and we were like dressed up. He was in a suit and I was in a dress and heels. That never happens. And I was like, babe, we gotta go. And the TV was on and it was Teletubbies. And he was like, but it's a new one. And I was like, I need to check your temperature. It's the Teletubbies, and it will replay 22 times. But then I went down the Doodlebops, you know, there was a controversy about, was Dee Dee Doodle the same as she was in season 1? And I was writing into chat groups about it. I was like, and I was into it, you all, the Doodlebops. It was a Canadian children's show, and I was all about it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and I love things from when I was younger, and and if somebody, you know, you watch these things on Facebook and people will put up, you know, do you remember this from the 70s? And we all go, oh yeah. It's the, you know, the, you know, that show. And so I feel like we all should be allowed, like you said, to like what we like.
Definitely.
If somebody likes to watch cartoons, it's all good. And I know
I love
people
it.
that still like to watch Tom and Jerry.
I sometimes still will love to watch The Roadrunner. I love The Roadrunner, I gotta tell you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.